Hello, my name is Corey Winfield Jr. I'm in the CSCI 221 class, and this is the Lab 6 assignment, the My Story Unlimited, and this is my video essay 1. To start the lab, we have Welcome to CSCI cooking class, and it gives the user just a little introduction. They'll make dishes to give points. The more points, the more chance they have to win. We have our first four functions: lives, points, PP points, and PPP points. This is just to help me later on down in the coding. Then we're coming to our first function, our def function. Um, Also, I'm sorry. Uh, the equal sign for these are for assignment, not comparison, as like right here. The two equal sign is for comparison. I have to get that out of the way before I forget that. So yeah, so we're in the def function. In order to do this, you need def, give it a name, open and close bracket, and a colon, and then you just go on with your code. I did a username, which prompted the user to enter a name. That's where the input function comes in. It basically prompts the user to input some value for themselves. This is welcome username, and then we have another input function for them to enter a number 1 through 10. This is just to give them a little cute title. And then we have our if, elif, and else functions. These are, to me, to give variety for the user. So because I asked the user to give me 1 through 10, I don't know which number they can do. So if they do 1, 2, or 3, then they'll get fish chef. 5, 6, 4, 5, 9, veggie chef. 6, 7, they get pastry chef, or 8, 10, they get meat chef. And if they put a different number or anything other than these numbers, it's invalid. Oh, I should actually, okay. So I'm gonna do an import function system. This is just to end the code. Oh my gosh, a fly in here. This is just to end the code for whatever. Like, so if I do import sys, I can do sys dot exit and then do this, and this will just end the code. So after this, nothing else will happen. And in order for this def function for user to work, you have to have the name and the open and close bracket. So for the def game function, because I'm using my assignment for lives, I use the global function, which means that it's going to take these 3 lives from here and it's going to continue. So if I wanted to add lives in here and for it to have 4, it will also have 4 lives within the rest of the game until like something changes. So this is the introduction. It tells them that they're cooking for beast. The beasts are looking for meals with different calories. If they're not satisfied, then you lose a life. Here's the import system function again, and our input function for like if they want to play. If they don't want to play and they hit no, then the game will end, and that's just that. If they do, the game will continue. That's our def game function. And like I said it before, in order for it to run, you have to have the name of the function, the name of the def function, and the 2 brackets. So now we're moving on to our first challenge, challenge 1. That's why I titled it that. And like for lives, since points is 0, I did global points so it can continue and go on. These are hashtags. These are just to help me organize. Hashtags cancel out the code. So if you put a hashtag in your code, then the computer will not pick up on it. This is the list of the ingredients I have, and we're getting into our first while loop. So in order for a while loop to work, you have to have an assignment of something. So I use tag is equal to 0. That's what I use. You can use any other word as long as it's not going to turn it into a function. I use tag, it's just easier. So while tag is 0, it will keep repeating these statements, these if else statements, until tag is something else other than 0. And that's why after they give it these and they answer, is tag is equal to 1. And then it gives them the option to enter another ingredient in case it is out of stock, and that's another while loop. The same is for ingredient 2, ingredient 3, and ingredient 4. Then at the end, it tells them the ingredients that they've used because of the inputs. And then it takes the total of points that it has been adding over the ingredients they put, points plus equals. The plus equals adds that many points to the total. So if it started at 0 globally, then it's going to continue going up or down depending on which ingredients they've chosen. And then the total, I floated it just to make it easier and cleaner. And so we get no mistakes throughout. And so we're given another if else statement. If the total is less than the calorie that the beast is looking for, they lose a life. If it's greater, then they get to carry on. And if it's not, then the beast is just confused. It's a little cute thing I was thinking of. Then they get to see their lives at the end, and then they're prompted, seeing their lives. Do they want to continue? No. Then the game ends. Yes, they continue. It's really the same for challenge 2. We have the global lives and global points. Then they're prompted. Now for this one, I wanted a more cleaner list, so I used a for function. So here's the ingredients list. I labeled it ingredients. It's rabbit, mutton, goat, beef, and pork. Ingredients list. We have the len function. This is only to just for the ingredients list. Is to tell it where to get it from. It's getting the list from the ingredients I have put right here. So for I in range of 0. Okay, so these values, the 0 ingredients list 1 is the start, step, stop. So it's to start at 0, or the rabbit. Start step is the step for the ingredients list, and the len is having it go on throughout the list. And the step is 1, so it's going rabbit, then mutton, then goat, instead of going rabbit, goat, and then pork. That's the for I in range, and I just printed ingredients I. That's how the for loop works. And then it goes into the same thing as the first challenge with the while loop, if else statements and whatnot. And then at the end, it tells them total points. If it's less than what the beast is looking for, they lose a life. If it's greater than, then they're satisfied. And then they're also prompted again if they want to continue or not. The third challenge is kind of the same. It's more storyline and more prompts for the user if they want to continue. I use another for I in range function. There's more while loops, if else statements. It's a little more strict because it's the last challenge. But yeah, that's how that works. And then for the ending, it's just if lives is greater than 0. I can actually take this out because that didn't work. It would just tell them congratulations, and if they want different endings, then they should go through the game again. And that is really my code. I'm really so proud of myself for this. It took me a couple of days to do it, and I've gone through a lot of strands of code, but I'm super excited, and I hope that you get to play the game and you like it. Again, my name is Corey Winfield Jr. of CSCI 221, and this is my lab assignment 6 video essay. Thank you.